The Conjuring has led to spin-offs and sequels based on the experiences of real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. But what actually happened and what was invented for the movies? Here's a rundown of where real accounts and Hollywood screenwriting meet in The Conjuring, the Annabelle movies, and The Nun. So that being said, as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number 1. The Conjuring is based on a real reported haunting. The first film in the Conjuring verse is mostly an actual reported event, if you believe in that sort of thing. As demonstrated with photos during the end credits of the movie, the Perron family really did exist and reported they were being attacked by some kind of entity. The Warrens did, in fact, investigate. Both Lorraine Warren and the Perron family signed off on the movie as well. Ed died in 2006. Number 2. The Warrens really do have that museum of creepy things. The Warrens began their research in 1952 and decided to open the museum in the early 1980s after their collection of haunted objects began to accumulate. The Warren Occult Museum is housed in the basement of the Warrens' actual home in Monroe, Connecticut, and is full of haunted artifacts and images taken from their cases. It's home to an organ that plays itself, a mirror that is said to summon spirits, and a coffin owned by a modern vampire. To keep the evil at bay, a local priest comes once a month to bless everything on display. Number 3. The exorcism in The Conjuring never happened. Although the people involved claim many elements of the haunting of the Perrons really happened, the movie's climactic possession and exorcism by Ed Warren, Patrick Wilson, isn't among them. Lorraine Warren said her husband would never have tried to perform an exorcism since he wasn't a priest. But Andrea Perron, one of the Perron children, who was 11 at the time of the events in the movie, said she did see her mother Carolyn, played by Lily Taylor in the movie, possessed. Andrea said she secretly watched a seance during the haunting and saw her mother speak a language she didn't recognize in a different voice before her chair levitated and Carolyn was thrown across the room. Number 4. The Amityville Horror is also based on a Warren case. Mentioned in The Conjuring 2 is another haunting the Warrens worked on in Amityville, New York. In that case, the Lutz family was haunted after moving into the home in which Ronnie DeFeo Jr. shot and killed 6 members of his family the year before. Bits of the story of the haunting are part of the story of The Conjuring 2, and the case went on to inspire all of the movies in the various Amityville horror franchises. Number 5. The Demon Nun Valak is a real demon. The demonic nun that's a major antagonist in The Conjuring 2 is mostly an invention of director James Wan, based on a conversation he had with Lorraine Warren about a spectral entity that has haunted her in her house. Valak, though, is based in demonic lore and mentioned in several books on demons from the 14th and 15th century. Hope you liked the video. So, stick around for more such videos and make sure to like and subscribe.